Hey there, you guys. I am so excited to be here. It's been a while since I've went live. I think it's been about a couple of weeks now. So I know that we did, this past weekend it was Mother's Day. So me and my team, we were off for that for a few days, and then I'm not for sure what was going on the week before. All I know is that it's been super busy behind the scenes here at CST, and so a lot of great things are happening, which I'm super excited to be able to share with you today. But while I'm kind of waiting for Facebook to kind of do its thing and kind of, load you guys in here because you haven't seen me in a second or two, I just wanted to just we'll do a little bit of rambling just for a few seconds here and we'll jump in. So, okay, let me ask you this question because I'm just going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a lowdown of some CST behind the scenes while we're waiting. So have you ever, and I know you're gonna be able to say yes to this, but have you ever had a day that you're like, you have this plan to do something, you wake up, a little bit earlier, like you are pumped and ready for the day, and it just seems like that something's trying to block you. Like you can feel it. And we already know who that is, right? We know who that is. So anyway, that's what's been happening with me today. So we were just dealing with a behind the scenes kind of thing where we are working on this landing page for you guys, which I'm going to explain in a little bit. I'm doing a Facebook challenge I'm so excited about. Hi, Dorian. How are you all? Thank you so much. And so anyway, we were, working on this landing page, y'all. Oh my goodness. Nothing was working right. Not anything. And so, my VA was like, which is Carol, she's on here. Hi, Carol. Thanks so much for your help. So she was like, well, just call me up. Let's get on this thing together. Let's work it out. And we were like in beast mode trying to get this thing done. So we finally got it fixed. And I was just saying to myself, like just this whole time, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, I can do this. I can do this. I can. And it works. Even this morning, like when I got up and I was kind of getting started with my day, it just seemed like, you've had those days where just something is off, like you're trying to push towards something and you can feel the currents of something trying to stop you and trying to block you. Hi, how are you? Let's see. Is it Calatu? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. From Miami. I love Florida, y'all. I love Florida. My husband's from Tampa. So we try to go like once a year, but that is like we could probably, he's from there. I know we've talked about, of course, I'm in Kentucky and he moved to Kentucky to, when we got married and all that, we talked about, having like two houses. So eventually one day, I hope so, but super glad you're joining. But yeah, self-talk is so important, y'all. It is just so important what you tell yourself. We've all heard this stuff, right? I mean, I hear it all the time. But when you actually practice it, like I was doing today, and I just kept literally, it's like that little book, the little story, the little engine that could. Like sometimes you literally have to just keep telling yourself that you can do this, whatever that it is. And I know a lot of you are trying to get your daycare businesses started. And right now, what we're going to be talking about here in a few minutes is marketing. You literally sometimes have to literally just talk to yourself and just constantly tell you that you can do this. Just, I can. When you start telling yourself, like when you start, because usually we negative talk to ourselves more than we do positive. And so whenever that negative voice comes in and, it's telling you, oh, the day's not going to go great, or, oh my goodness, this popped up. Oh, now it's all ruined. Just switch your thinking and just tell yourself, I can, like that little engine that could. I can, and I will do this. And it just makes a world of a difference. So anyway, just a little bit of, motivation talk to you guys. Like I said, we were dealing with some stuff just a few minutes ago behind the scenes. Both of us, we could have took that and panicked or whatever. We had a link out, you guys, that was already out and the link wasn't working. So anywho, for some of you all that maybe know what that link is, it's working now, but I'm going to explain that here in a minute. So first of all, my name, for those of you that don't know me, if you just are new to Childcare Success Tools, you're just joining, or you just stumbled upon me, my name is Ashley Benz. I am the founder and creator of Childcare Success Tools. I am previously owned, operated, and directed a childcare business for 10 years. I'm a little rusty. It's been about a couple of weeks since I've done a go live. And so anyway, what I do is I'm a childcare business strategizer and mindset mentor. And what qualifies me to do this is because I did own, operated, ran, and directed a childcare business for 10 years. I started out as a family childcare provider, and then I transitioned into a childcare center. So here's the difference, or here's kind of what makes my story a little bit different than some people, some childcare owners, is that basically what I have done is that I have ran a childcare business two different ways. So I have ran one without childcare business automation, and I've ran a childcare business, which was the same childcare business, but I've run two different ways with childcare business automation. Okay. And so, just totally, it's night and day, you guys. You guys that know me know that's all I talk about. This is my life's work, is to help childcare owners automate their businesses, right? And to automate your childcare business, because what happened to me, which is what a lot of you are dealing with, because it's what I deal with every day, or I talk to you guys every day, and I work with my clients. You guys are just drained. You are literally drained with running this daycare business. It is draining you, and it did me the same way, so I completely understand. So anyway, that's just a little bit of briefing about me. But anyway, welcome to Childcare Success Tools. If you are new, be sure that you love, share this video out. If you're watching from YouTube, be sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notifications of whenever I post up these videos. Make sure that you hit that little bell that will, you can kind of change your notification settings and all that good stuff so that you can make sure that you will get notified of when I post these videos up. All right, so today what we're going to talk about, and I do have to watch my time, y'all, because I have a call at 12. But today what we're going to talk about is the marketing piece that you are forgetting when trying to market and advertise your childcare business. Here's the thing about it. With the internet, with, just everything that we have access to, sometimes the information, you can get overloaded with information, right? You can get overloaded with a lot of information. And sometimes we just forget the simple things that literally make the most biggest impact with anything. And when we're talking about marketing, there is a piece that I think everybody is forgetting, okay? So before I jump into that topic, I want to make a announcement, a CST announcement, okay? And I want to make this announcement at the beginning of the video, just in case some of you guys don't get to stay till the end. Shame on you if you don't watch this to the end. But the announcement is that I am super excited, you guys. I am super excited that we are going to be doing my very first Facebook challenge. I have always wanted to do a Facebook challenge. I know that you guys that are on Facebook, you probably see, a lot of different other groups. There's a lot of workout groups and just a lot of different groups that do Facebook challenges. And I've always wanted to do one. And so anyway, we're going to be doing that. It's going to start next week. So what I did was I polled the group, I polled the community, and my private Facebook group community. It's free. If you're not a part of that, you need to join. We'll make sure to put the link in the bottom of the video once I'm done. So I polled everybody and I asked them, what is it right now that you are struggling with that you would like better results in? And of course, I gave them like a little list. So everybody ended up choosing that they were struggling with marketing and increasing their enrollment, which at this time of the year is pretty normal. Okay. That you're going to have this little dip. It's the summertime. We all know that. And so anyway, so what I was going to do was my regular webinar trainings. You guys know I do those, and I really enjoy doing those. But For anybody that knows me knows I get kind of bored easily, and sometimes I need to switch up things just even for myself. So anyway, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do a Facebook challenge with this topic. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to actually be doing the challenge. It's going to be a 4-day challenge, and it's going to start Monday. Now, I'm going to give more details information about that at the end of the video, so you'll have to stay to the end to get all the juicy details on that. But super excited about that, you guys. I cannot wait to do this challenge. I've already got the PowerPoints ready for it. And I got your homework. I got everything. So I'm super excited about that. So anyway, let's jump into the topic. Once again, be sure, I do want to invite you to share, like, and love this video, you guys. If you know of any other childcare owners or anybody that could use this topic and information, share this out, you guys. This helps the community. It helps me, just be able to get this information out because, you guys that know me, I don't do fluff stuff. And a lot of information that's out there is kind of fluffy, right? So we don't do that here. All right. So let's jump into the marketing piece you're forgetting when trying to market and advertise your childcare business. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go over my problems I have with marketing. So the first problem I had was that my phones didn't ring consistently. I would get calls, but not consistently. It's like, for me, honestly, like when I was a little girl and I thought about whenever I even had the, vision of owning my own business and being a business owner, I always had this vision of like working in an office or something like that. Me and my sister would play office, when we were little girls. And, when we would play that, the phone would be ringing all the time, right? Ring, ring, hello, So, so I always thought that that's what it was supposed to be when I started a business. And it just wasn't like that. It wasn't consistent. Okay. So that was one of my problems. Another issue I had was that flyers did not give me a good ROI. And so, when we're talking about ROI, return on investment, meaning that my investment in doing flyers, passing them out, printing them out, making them, going door to door, doing the old fashioned marketing, just didn't work for me. Okay. And on top of that, it was kind of doing things the harder way and not the smarter way. Okay. Of course, when I got started back in 2005, all the stuff that we have now really wasn't out there. So it's kind of what you did, but still just really not a smart way of advertising. You're not able to target people. The papers, especially if you're leaving it businesses and doors, and we've talked about that. There's a video I have on that about flyers. So I don't want to get into all that, but anyway, radio and newspaper, another problem I had. Nothing. I remember I had this radio company to call me. They was advertising. It was like some kind of a special that they were doing. And I was like, okay, why not? I'm trying everything else. It's not working. Why not? I don't even know how much money I spent. This is years ago, y'all. But all I know is at the time it was a lot of money. Nothing. Not one call came to me from the radio. Okay. And the newspaper. Okay. Try that too. So it was just hard. Marketing was hard. Marketing is hard. Okay. I do this every day. Marketing is hard. It's a lot of work to it. And the thing is that if you're not utilizing your energies in the right areas, it's just not going to work for you. Okay. All right. So my other problem was that I was not, what I was doing was not enough. So I hear a lot of people say, well, flyers work for me, Ashley, or, this and that. The newspaper works for me. Craigslist. I've heard people do Craigslist. That works for me. But here's the problem with that. And here's the issue I had. It just wasn't enough though. See, here's the thing about it. Is your phone's ringing every single day, consistently ringing, like off the hook kind of ringing, right? If it's not, then whatever you're doing, it's not enough. Doesn't mean it's not working, but it's just not enough. Okay. Every time I got a child to enroll, one would leave. So it was just like a dog chasing his tail, right? It was like a dog chasing his tail. Give me some thumbs up if this sounds familiar to you. If this, you're like, yes, Ashley, this is happening to me too. Because it was just like, man, okay, great. And you get so excited because you're like, oh, great. Now all I need is like 2 more enrollments and I can hire me an assistant director, or I can do this and that, or we can get that new playground set, or whatever the case is there. So you get one child comes in and then another one leaves, and it's just like, it's pointless. So the marketing piece that you are forgetting when trying to market and advertise your childcare business, here's what I forgot about. And here is what you are forgetting about, okay? It's traffic, okay? Traffic is king, and it's your responsibility to drive traffic to your website and door. And this is what we're forgetting about. This is what we're forgetting about. See, it's not so much of what you're doing. It's not so much of all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if what you are doing is not bringing traffic to your website or your door, just not going to be enough. And so, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got the best curriculum. It doesn't matter if, you've got the best staff. It doesn't matter if you've got this pristine, great building or prime location or whatever the case is. And it doesn't even matter if you're on the main drag. A lot of people think, well, just because I'm on the main drag, that automatically is going to bring people to my door. But that still does not always the case, because, and I talked about this with one of my clients, but I said, because we're looking at locations and she's trying to get started, and she was like, well, this is on the main drag, and we were talking about marketing, and I was like, but it still doesn't matter, because just because you're on the main drag, it's your responsibility to let families know why they should stop in. Right? And so if you're not doing anything on the outside of the building and on the inside, and you're not out there and things like that and doing these different kind of marketing things, it doesn't matter, because they're going to see you every day. And eventually, guess what? We do it every single day. We pass places and buildings and businesses, and it's just on our normal routine route. And guess what? Our minds are all over the place. So just because you're even on the main drag doesn't mean anything. But what you do need is traffic coming directly to your website or to your door. Not you're on a high traffic area, okay? And that's great. I mean, that makes it a whole lot easier. But you need some of that traffic coming to you, right? And I'm going to take it a step further, you guys, because this traffic needs to be consistent. And this is what the problem is. This is like a problem to the problem, right? It's a problem that's attached to the problem, is that it needs to be consistent. Meaning, okay, you should be getting on average at least 2 calls a day and around 10 to 15 calls a week. Now, with those numbers, out of those calls, you should be having at least 50% people setting up tours. And then with those 50%, you should have at least 3% of the 50% that toured enrolling. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's a numbers game, okay? And that is what we're forgetting. It's a numbers game, right? Marketing is a numbers game. It's like fishing, right? I gotta watch my time, y'all. Okay, I'm good. It's 11:35. It's like fishing. It's a marketing game. So if you're not throwing out enough seeds, right? It's not gonna be enough. It's just not gonna be enough. Okay. So, okay. This part, I don't want to go any further than that. Because the Facebook challenge, we're going to spend 4 days together talking about all this stuff that I just, talked to you about. All right. So who is ready for the challenge where I'm going to challenge you, okay, to some this is a tongue twister, traffic driving activities, right? I'm going to challenge you to do some things that's different. So here's the deal. Starting Monday, okay, I am going to be giving a training, okay, on the things that relate to driving traffic to your childcare business, to mainly your website. And obviously, if you're getting it to your website, you're going to get it to your door. And then I'm going to be telling you to put these things in place over it's going to be Monday through Thursday of next week. Okay, so what's going to happen is that at the end of every training, I'm going to challenge you. Okay. And there's going to be we got this all planned, y'all. I'm so excited, but there's going to be a post that's going to go out inside of the group. Now, I didn't even have this on my notes and I forgot about that. This will only happen inside of my private Facebook group community. Most of you all are a part of that. Some of you are not that's listening. It's only going to happen inside that group. And so every day a post is going to go up, and it's going to be challenging you, and I'm going to have you to actually do something. Okay. So, also, which I'm super excited about, each day comes with a free download. And, and so I've created these downloads that kind of go along with what we're going to be talking about. But these can only be accessed if you actually join up or sign up to the challenge. So now what's going to happen is, for those of you that's inside of the Facebook group, all the videos, everything's going to be done in there. So you will be able to see the trainings and things like that. We'll leave them up for maybe, 24, 48 hours. And then after that, they'll be taken down. You'll be able to see all those things. But if you don't actually sign up to the training, to the challenge, then you won't get the downloads that go along with the trainings. Okay. So it's really important that you actually sign up for the challenge, and so that you have all the materials and things like that. Now, the amazing thing about the challenge and stuff like that, the trainings, y'all, they're not going to be very long. Okay. Maybe 20 minutes. I'm going to give you the information. You're going to be able to, have the download, and then you can take it off and actually execute and put some things in place. And then we'll be kind of going along that way. So what I need for you to do is, I need for you to my team might be working on this here in a few. I don't know. They may be working on it now. Anyway, after this video, if you're watching this on Facebook and you're joining me live, there will be a link in the comments area with the link to sign up for the challenge. Okay. And like I said, everything's going to be in there. Your emails are going out. Everything is set up to make sure that you get the information. Now, here's the deal. When you sign up for the challenge, make sure you check your email. If you don't check your email, you're not going to know when, what's going to be happening. So far, I can tell you that I'll be going live inside of the group at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to do it 1:30. I have a dentist appointment that morning, and then I'll come in and do our last, the last day of the challenge that afternoon. I am so excited, y'all, though. It's like, I've always wanted to do one. I think it's going to be so much fun. It's the summertime, and it's just time to just have a little bit of fun with learning all things about automation and your childcare business and the different things that you can do and all that good stuff. So I am so excited. So with that being said, you guys, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. The link to the challenge to actually sign up would be below, and obviously we'll also put a link to the link to the. I'm just gonna put the link to the challenge, because what happened is that for those of you that are not in the Facebook group, once you sign up to the challenge, it will get you in there. So I am super excited about it, you guys. But traffic is king, and this is kind of what everybody's forgetting about. So I'm super excited to be able to kind of go a little bit more in depth next week on it, and give you guys some things to do, some things to think about, and some ways to better automate this marketing so that you can increase your enrollment numbers. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining. As always, I am sending you my prayers of encouragement and success your way. Remember, at the beginning of this video, I was dealing with some things, and I just kept telling myself, I can, I will. We did it. My team, Carol, my VA, we did that. Thank you so much again, Carol. By the way, you guys, you got to have a team. I'm serious. You guys know I talk about this all the time. You got to have a team of people, y'all. There's no way I could have done, what I just had to do a few minutes ago and get on here and go live without a team. So anyway, all right. Your homework between now and Monday is to sign up and join the challenge. And then I will see you live on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. For day one of our challenge, which is titled, did I tell y'all the title of it? Did I go over that, y'all? Look at me. Anyway, well, sign up and you can find out. How about that? But we're going to be talking about traffic driving, and when you go on there, it's going to give you the whole list of everything we're going to be talking about each day. All right, you guys, I'm getting off of here. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. As always, sending my prayers of encouragement and success your way, and I will see you guys on Monday in the challenge. Thanks for joining.